All right, let's jump into this one. New room, new optics. All right, Lunars and Priest are just gonna go play rotation. Free time. Got safe spawns. They're gonna play P2.
Yeah, indeed the case. So now the setup is looking at Lunars to see if he can get a read on how many.
Do you not see Shotzi?
The case. So now the setup is looking at Lunars to see if he can get a read on how many members are coming over towards Fence's side. He's gotten a read at least onto one. Trophy system down to keep him planted, but he's lost track.
Shotzi play, all right.
Spawns will move.
And now you're screwed. I mean, this is just like as worse as it gets. As soon as this is why P2 is so tough to like. It's the money hill, but it's also very difficult because you're so like spread thin. Like you have one guy lobby, like you can only watch up top. The other guys try to worry about pinch inside. I mean, you obviously want Lunars to hopefully see Shotzi, but he doesn't. Then you have one at the front. So there's a lot of different hits you can kind of take at P2. So the first wave is just like so important. But Shotzi gets one.
He's lost track of Shotzi, so
Dashy spawns up. So as soon as Dashy spawns up here, plus you have someone in the back, right? That's like the perfect formula. For like, you're going to spawn LAG out really far. So this is like worst case scenario for LAG. Like, normally what would happen, I feel like, or normally what does happen, say you die in the back, but you still have 3 guys here. This guy, Lunars would normally spawn front, and then you would just kind of flood, and you can still hold P2 from the front. But this is like, you got 1 kill, so Dashy spawns out front before the guy in the back dies. So now you just have this like perfect pinch, and LAG are screwed from here. Like, this would just be really tough to hold.
Spawns will move. Gunfights in the middle of the map, though, will allow LAG to still have some sort of.
Yeah, you're just getting shot from everywhere, and then you spawn all the way out. Look where you spawn. You spawn office.
And OpTic will get the flip.
Yeah, and that's why LAG struggled yesterday versus Atlanta. When those plays come down,
See, this is a really good look at it. Like, P2 is obviously a money hill, but like, you're so spread thin, right? Everybody has to watch something. He's got side door, he's got front, he's got lobby, he's got well pinch. So like, you could play a tighter setup, or you can, you know, spread out like this. But like, this first push is so important.
20 seconds. You're putting yourself in the best ideal setup. Just something is open.
So as soon as Pred gets 1, he then looks, doesn't see anything else. So his immediate thought is, okay, I'm gonna go help lobby. Dashy then gets 1 front. They get 2 kills up front, so they just have the info probably where the last guy is. And now they know it's all going to be a front hit.
They might walk away with all this time here. That is a beautiful play there.
Crazy, it's one of the most frequently broken hills. It's just hard. It's like, it's just that initial push.
This is great. OpTic going to allow LAG to spawn behind towards driveway and get to work with both Dashy and Pred trying to get over to new. Nice gunfight win there from Pred on 3 in a row. Support from
This is as good as it's going to get. You're 3 dead. All of LAG going to spawn out old. 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and they're going to be initially here, set up. They're finding all the kills off the rotation. All of the gorilla mates are going to be spawning over towards well.
With the first kill.
Half of them part their way through that front side, and OpTic have all of that covered. They find the initial 2, still holding on to the hard point. But now you got to locate where Kismet is, because he's about to set up this pinch for the break.
But this should have been probably more time for OpTic early. Like, what happens here? I guess Kenny's still all the way out at old. I think Pred is like worried someone's taking a route here. He kind of stays in this area for a long time. So I guess it's a 2-on-3 on the hill. I guess I just didn't realize how long Ken was over at P2.
All of the gorilla mates are going to be spawning over towards well.
You get 1 though. You get 2. Fred's just kind of lost here right now. I feel like he should be just maybe in the play. They've killed everybody, right? Like, they killed everyone. I think that's just a comms thing. I feel like he should be Balk. Maybe he's worried when he spawns up.
Test over towards old, so OpTic looking like they're going to go scrap to it.
Yeah. I feel like once he spawns up, this should be the tell. They're good. I think that's bad comms. I think that maybe it's.
Yeah, and they're going to be initially here, set up.
I don't know why he backs up here.
All of the gorilla mates are going to be spawning over towards well.
I think if he goes connector here, he's fine. Maybe he's trying to block that spawn, but then you see he pushes forward and they don't block.
He's about to set up this pinch for the break.
Yeah. Shotzi 6 in a row, spun around though.
I think Pred got a little lost right there.
Going a 1-5 start from him, but now into the picture a little bit more for LA.
Like, that's one of those moments where if like anybody, I mean, we've seen it all the time. If you sort of combine a good P2 with like a P3 early break, like you're up 90 to 100, you potentially have like a hellstorm.
Has anyone got the YY counter out? Kenny now on 4 in a row. 6-1 start for him, trying to get into the hard point. Teammates try to pinch over through connector, but it's not all that well coordinated, and that'll be enough for LG to hold on for now.
Yeah, LG still holding, but OpTic are surrounding them. Now you have Pred playing the cutoffs from well side. You're hoping that your teammates can find the rest of the players on towards the hard point. They're able to find a trace, potentially walk away with this final 20, but LAG now in an opportunity with one player spawning towards the back. Linz is going to give
Linz
it up
spawn
for free.
there.
He's able to find a double them. Now you have Pred playing the cutoffs from well side.
Well, that's a tough one. I mean, Ken's there, and Ken just killed, or they just killed Priesta. That's a tough one. It's a tough read.
But as your teammates can find the rest of the players on towards the hard point, they're able to find a trace.
Yeah, they're just thinking everybody's front. I'm thinking the same thing. I think Ken gets a little unlucky there. Yeah, I think they get unlucky.
Currently win the rotation
Sorry.
over towards new, but this is a hill that they definitely.
And if you're LAG, you take that. This could be a lot worse.
Is there someone behind the play? Now they've got the security, knowing that these two members through P2 can lock things down.
All right, Ken's watching pinch. Yeah, front side.
And onto the front side of the hard point. LAG looking to break, largely just by snowballing their way through the side door. There's the first dash shot. Trent deals with it. Good damage onto more, but the eliminations are there for LAG, leaving Kenny by himself, and he cannot get.
Actually, just dies first. He dies by Linz, I assume.
LAG looking to break.
Yeah, he just gets double chilled.
Largely just by snowballing their way through the side door.
Once you lose a number here at P4, I feel like it's so tough. You need a sub here to go crazy.
And he cannot get back to the play in time. Break successful for the Gorilla Mates.
Yeah, that's one of those situations there. Like, if you're OpTic, you know where the pressure's coming in. I know Dashy wants to play it safe, make sure no one's flanking through Lambo side. But once your teammates get outnumbered or that first gunfight goes down, you have to put yourself into the play. Because you simply
Well, Dashy died
first.
first.
You're still keeping it scrappy, though.
It's all right. There you go. Did a break.
Right through the front door, able to finesse to find another break. But the hold attempt, or at least
What happens to LAG here?
you know where the pressure's coming in. I know Dashy wants to play it safe, make sure no one's flanking through Lambo side. But once your teammates get outnumbered or that first gunfight goes down, you have to put.
I mean, Kiz and Linz just get lost.
Get outnumbered.
You get a 4-man break. Linz is still up. There's 38 seconds left. Should Kiz just rotate back here? And maybe Linz should just hit this?
I know Dashy wants to play it safe.
What are they worried about? Maybe like a mid rotate through bottom middle from OpTic? But this is like OpTic just go.
So no one's flanking through Lambo side. But
I think this is a hill you just play from the hill majority of the time. I know you don't want to give up a pinch. I mean, but they just, yeah, kind of leave their ARs out to dry there. I wonder if they should just have Linz go.
Break successful for the Gorilla Mates.
Well, I guess this might be on Kiz. I guess Kiz is probably worried about bottom middle. That's my assumption. But I think Linz should just hit this. Because you're also trying to flip spawns for P2, right? We have P1 coming up. It feels like they kind of stutter step here. I think this is a mess up for sure. I think Linz should just go. Bro, if you don't see nothing here, I think he should go here. Either way. They break.
Hold a tempo, or at least the pacing right there for OpTic needs to be a little bit quicker. So this
that was like a tie game if they hold P4 if you're LAG.
Tested over towards Hall, but the play from the front is starting to develop for LAG until Shotzi now last one left has a 1v1. Good damage. Actually traded out decently by Linz, but Kenny is able to supply some support up top, and that will get the scrap time to OpTic.
This is not too soon to try and flip. I mean, it is still like too soon, I guess, but like worst case scenario. Let's just go worst case scenario. Say Linz pushes through here. All right. All his teammates die. At least you're probably going to spawn them on your side. So you would at least there's a small victory in that play. Now, in my opinion, if they just go, again, this is all hindsight. If Kismet just floods here and he just hits it right away, probably went out on that. Or at least it comes down to like a 1v1. And then you would flip the spawn. So at least it's a small victory. Instead, they lose everything.
Good damage. OpTic over 100 points as we head back to P1.
Yeah, looking a lot better today in the teamwork aspect. They're setting up these proper pinches. Already up by 50 after we hit the end of the first set. Now LAG trying to play catch up. Putting himself in position, just hold down this P1 time. You have both ARs just watching over the hallways, allowing Kismet to soak up the time uncontested. This is where you start to get aggressive, but OpTic, they at least find a couple kills. They still have the numbers.
Yeah, a little bit of damage, though, actually has Shotzi colliding onto his teammates. So, yeah, it's just the one player into the hard.
Good time here by Dashy.
The one responsible for the rotation through Spiral, but loses track of Shotzi up top. So, a moment here for OpTic to try to win out these eliminations, keep the play on the hard point alive.
And this is a good time.
Decent for it. They're holding back this LAG push through open
this
hole,
gets 3, though.
Kismet will find 3.
Gonna flip here. Big kill by Shotzi.
But that's a big
they lose 1.
Gets it at the right time for 2 of his teammates to spawn right on him. Also finds a second before getting taken down. So OpTic in a position now to win the rotation over towards new. You just gotta keep on trading, but Kismet has rotated his way through the front side. I don't know if OpTic are gonna read this.
Oh, it's a good play by Kiz. Nice trade.
Prone over towards the driveway side. Dashy does get 1 trophy.
Okay, this kind of sets up. I don't know if all right, LAG are gonna read it now because you spawn here. This is the tell. This is the tell that someone's pinching front. Now Kenny, I think, spawns out. before this pops, right? So he spawns out before this pops or when there were players here. Let's see. So I think it's right before. Yeah, so Kenny's all the way shed because P1's still up with 3 seconds left. This is a really good trade here by Dashy onto Kiz. Then I think Shotzi goes on through so they get back spawns. And this is, I mean, I guess we'll see if they read this. This is just a really hard read until somebody spawns up. So you have numbers now, 7 spawns in Kiz. It looks like Linz is looking here. Linz has to win this. Well, he lets a teammate die. Yeah, as soon as a teammate dies, it's just it's over. He's got to be more forward, I think. Yes, he's weak. Well, no, that's from before. They have an idea. He just can't let a teammate die. Maybe someone just holds rock here if you're LAG. It's a tough call. P2's tough. But as soon as Lunars gets shot in the back by Kenny, it all kind of breaks apart. Kiz is through. Doesn't even look for a spawn though.
Reinforcements for the spawn. Also going to be surprised by another OpTic member from behind. So yeah, OpTic going to keep that lead at about 50, but with this close spawns, they can make that way wider here.
Yeah, way wider. They just need to find the rest of the kills through the front door. Dashy and Kenny swing alive with those ARs lined up too. And if you're the LAG mates, you know.
Yeah, they hold off first push.
Just hit that front door. We're not going to find a break.
Oh, what? Ken's probably watching lobby because Shotzi's moving. Nice. This is a good setup. Shotzi's going to try to flip spawns early. This is what you want. You want to move. Yep. You spawn Linz out.
LAG will spawn back at old. And right now, OpTic Texas, they are just on point.
All right. You 10 seconds, and you just kind of wait.
So OpTic are have to form something and set something up as they try to break over to P3 as we hop into an OpTic Texas. Listen in.
Let's turn it up a bit.
I'm coming front. I'm cutting front. They're looking for me in the back. Just go, Tom.
They know Kiz spawned out old? I don't think so. So this is a tough read. So they get pushed out. Dashy gets 1 spawn kill. But the problem is with 15 seconds left, which is fine. Like, you're just kind of moving out. You're hoping multiple players from LAG spawn here, but that doesn't happen. 2 of you die. You're going to spawn up, and then someone's going to kill Kiz right here.
Just on point.
My assumption is that Dashy thinks Kiz is going to spawn out. Because I don't even think he looks for him.
Yeah, Pred, the only one who can play forward, though, so OpTic have to
they're all on that side of that, but that spawn opens up because they both get lobby. See, nobody, he's not even looking this way. The last time he was looking, so there was still enough time Kiz could spawn here.
As we hop into an OpTic Texas.
The problem is you hear from Pred, they're all looking for me, flood front, but the problem is Kid gets a free pinch here. Yeah. Yeah, see, Ken's just like taking off guard a little bit. Well. It's all right. You have 3 dead. Mr. Linz, it's good.
It's really weak outer, Priesta. He's like our leg down.
Comes. Or are you rowing? Ken's already there. Ken and Dashy? Wow, he like gets Dashy a spawn. That time he sucked ass. To have a shoot. Let's go back a little bit. Have all 4 up. This is a big win. I don't even know if Pred should be challenging this yet. In my opinion, I think he should probably just like hold a corner, and then once Kenny and Dashy get here, then he should go. But he wins the gunfight, and sometimes gunfights just bail you out of situations. But what kind of happens here? So he's gonna spawn old. Lynn spawns old. Now you have a 3 versus 2. Yeah, it's just Priesta with a sub. Pred just get lost here again. I think Pred should just be on the hill here. It's like you have to put your subs in just on this hill at P4. Like, how many times have we seen multi kills with subs here? I think as soon as Pred gets that first kill, top office, he should just flood. It looks like he starts to flood here. I don't know why he turns. I think he should just flood this.
I jump.
This is just a hill, like worst case scenario. Say there is a guy top hallway. What is this guy gonna do? Fly at 3 of you? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's all right. They have a streak.
Third tax too if we can.
Yeah, one is bottom line.
He's like bottom mid to right.
I want to
You're and then one's so far. Two one's so far.
Right. Bottom one. To Lynn. He's short. Short the time. Open and short. That's it. Respawn deep.
Alright, time kind of weak. There's 2 time.
One could be top out.
8 time. No trophy, guys.
I stand time. I'm pitching, bros.
Alright,
Trying to low one. Nothing. Low one. Pick it up. Dead. Alright, stand up. Then open. I'm pitching. I'm
Nice pitch.
Yeah. I'm open.
You adder. There's no time.
One more shot. I'm telling you. Open only not weak. Open and then there's that play. Only one.
Yeah, he's
I'll get.
That's a big bailout because I think Kiz got caught right after the streak.
I'm pitching, bros. Low one. Nothing.
It's kind of the same thing here from Kiz, like from Pred, like what we just talked about. These guys see nothing yet, but they're not seeing anything. I feel like this guy shouldn't pinch until there's contact. Because you're just going to look at this. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's sort of mine. Once there's contact in this area, I feel like that's when that pinch is like most effective because now he gets caught. Luckily, he bails him out.
I'll get.
Once he comes off spawn.
I'm taking the right route. Okay. Keep your open on it.
I'm taking around for us.
Top right.
Nice, good shot.
Let's go.
Gonna flip. Nice plays.
Yeah, not bad at all here for OpTic. I think the green wall's gonna love being able to see Pred get all fiery in the.
He spawned there.
Yeah, not bad at all here for OpTic.
Yes, one's pretty far up with Ken, but 8 just spawned there, didn't he?
Let's go.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So if 8 spawns there, why doesn't Priest?
All here for OpTic. I think the green wall's gonna love being able to see Pred get all fiery in the comms.
Yeah.
Makes it feel like the old school Renegades day when he was at APAC, just absolutely destroying. And that seems to be the case here for OpTic as he finds himself at 21 and 18.
Yeah, they haven't really had a lot of moments so far throughout the stage to roar a little bit, but everyone is sitting at positive. Kenny at 17 and 17. The guns are working today for OpTic Texas. So you find yourself up by 60, but do not let your foot off the gas because LAG with a perfect hold there at P4, withstanding the Hellstorm coming in, still keeping this a game. And now they're only down by 50 and currently contesting for those back zones as well.
Yeah, indeed the case. Pred making a mess, so top side of Spiral. 18 seconds of scrap time here. Looks like OpTic are going to just...
All right, LAG gonna play for this P2 setup.
Required, though, to win out this next hold.
Give up 17 seconds, too.
Winners once again backside over towards the driveway to watch. You've got Kismet right here working with Lins to make sure no one hits down through Spiral. And now here comes the play once again for OpTic moving around the back.
Oh, that's a big opening kill there from Pred. Can your teammates find a trade to at least potentially spawn them out? But Pred gets the better of Kismet. At least there for the trade. OpTic Texas through mid lobby, instantly find the break. LAG breakdown again.
Oh, and Lynn's
at least that spawns. So you have quicker numbers. There you go.
Find full entry, but at least
they didn't flip you. They were close to flipping.
To keep the hard point in their name. Little water out for Kenny, waiting for his teammates to develop the hit from the front first, or maybe not at all. Kenny's actually the first one to peek. He finds the first bullet on the Lins. Follow up from Pred is clean. Now it's just on the Lunar's backside of the hill. He's being held back by Dashy. Pistol out, not going to.
Does that just start with Kenny on the water?
First, or maybe.
Oh, Lins flies out at him. So Lins gets shot.
The first one to peek. He finds the first bullet on the Lins. Follow up from Pred is clean. Now it's just on the Lunar's backside of the hill. He's being held back by Dashy. Pistol out, not going to work, and OpTic can win here.
OpTic can win here. LAG starting to spawn all around that middle map area. You just got to take care of Lins to the backside. OpTic Texas looking like they're going to secure a map win here.
And it's going to come in electric fashion with Shotzi on the pinch. It's finally happened. OpTic Texas.
There were a lot of little situations for like LAG where they were just off a little step. I don't know if it's a comms thing or what. It's some with Lins. I feel like he has a lot of mental like mistakes at times. Oh yeah, red card. Sam frequently raises that Lins. Yeah, it just feels like he gets the spots sometimes and almost wants to take routes, but like double, like second guesses himself. And that could just be just due to their year, like new teammates, how they want him to play. He's not free. And it's a tough balance with a player like him because if you're too free and you mess up, you really F your team. Or it just feels like he's not, I don't know.
Off the minor, so Lots of work to be done as we jump on in. Red card search.
That's another game as well as he needs.
Oh, a little bit of a feisty play with tempo through ticket and over to B immediately. I think they know that Pred is the one defender here. We pop the door, try to throw a stun, see if we can get info on the defense, but Pred sends immediately the same stuff back to sender.
Yeah, Pred's just gonna back on out. Now they're trying to find an opening kill with the tax, able to connect onto Lynn.
Yeah, Shotzi on the pinch.
No one falls. So now LAG in towards the site. Priest has info on Shotzi. Yeah, you gotta take that one-on-one first blood to LAG.
And Linz, he doesn't have to take an extra step forward here. You can just hold these doorways. OpTic,
Nice
lots
win.
of shots. Kenny actually a very solid win, but cannot get away after the damage from Lunar's head. Pin tallied and traded. Lenz,
No
now
nades.
backside staircase, just trying to play angles.
Don't need
but that
nades,
gets
okay.
caught. Pred and Dashy clean up the rest of the post plant defense.
I feel like round one, if you give up that site, there should be. I feel like there's just a stunner and nade should hit. Should kind of open that. They made that tough. What happens once Priestess gets the first kill? Like, what is LAG doing?
Take an extra step.
I'm down.
Forward here, you can
There's
just
no
hold
nades.
These
Lunars just gets solo child. Maybe Priestess should rotate in and play with him here.
doorways. OpTic, lots of shots.
That's probably it. That probably shouldn't be a solo win.
Kenny actually a very solid win, but cannot get away after the damage from Lunar's
Now you double it up, but the problem
head.
is
Pin tallied and traded.
once you double it up, now you're giving someone else a solo child, so they get a cross. And I don't know if they're again giving comms, but like
Actually,
after this kill, if you can just leave, right? Like bombs planted, we can just leave.
a very solid win, but cannot get
But he's hoping they see.
away after the damage from
He has to see this cross. Does he just get awful timing? His?
Lunar's head. Pin tallied and traded.
I don't know. It's just two like 1v1s they give up, lose their numbers.
Beautiful retake there from OpTic Texas as they secure the first.
And I think on the other side for LAG, we've got a really good kind of third-party perspective of that play. Lynn's just way too wide in that swing, considering there's a high-low setup on that cross that should have given him the info he was trying to get. First blood for Lunars, though.
Where did he just
Tallied
die?
on the
Okay.
Kenny, who initially was the bomb carrier. That's now collected by Pred. And they have to try to isolate on the Linz. Shotzi trying to chase, stuns, nades, a little bit of support behind. But still, the red dot chase is on, and eventually Shotzi's able to find the kill.
Oh, Shotzi, big kill there.
Fred's got bombed though, and he's
Makes it a
got
3v3.
kids on him.
And now you're forcing LAG to start to back up from their positions. Priestess knows that he could potentially be spotted over from stage, but you have to make sure we're accounting for Shotzi. Do not allow him to get lost. Pred's still going to be the bomb carrier, but
He dies here as the round's over,
Yeah,
right?
Sure is.
Yeah,
And
that round's over.
now changes. You started to get Shotzi pushed up to. It looked like they were already in a spot to likely re-clear hedges, but the bomb just never comes to be a part
Whoa,
of that
whoa,
play.
whoa.
Shotzi timing here is exquisite. This is
Ah! Wait, this is a crazy route, by the way. He just runs right through the middle of the map. He just runs through P1. He doesn't even jump and take it. He literally, look at this. You have two players. I like this. You have two players watching over him, and he hits this pinch. This should just be a kill.
Re-clear hedges, but the bomb just never comes to be a part of that play.
Ah! That's tough.
This is the same break off for the two players through mid for LAG. Doesn't have the same support from behind though, and I will say LAG is very lucky to still be in a 4v4, even maybe more lucky. They find a 1v1 into Kenny mid map. It does get traded as the bomb carrier drops.
Yeah, that's the bomb carrier. That's the biggest thing. Now you have to commit your way over towards B. And OpTic have hit the rotation to be set up for it. Pred gonna try to make a hero play, sets up on the pinch, finds one, and at least able to almost get out, but 2v2.
Now Shotzi, information gain, finds the kill and sneaks away from Lunars, who was nearby, just didn't have an angle. Bomb should be very collectible here, but Lunars is of course worried about Shotzi just running circles around you, and why wouldn't you be? Well, there's some good information. A couple of the warning shots from Lunars. And I'm not gonna lie to you, if this continues just to be a shoulders game, yeah.
Tashi.
This is messy.
Zone setter that round.
Both of these teams, I don't know. You could just tell. Like you watch some like Carolina red card, FaZe red card, Thieves red card. This is just messy. And like on the OpTic side, I guess you kind of want it that way. Like this is a map. This is probably one of the few maps like Shotzi can like play, take it, kind of do what he's been doing so far and kind of get lost. But LAG have had numbers in a couple of these rounds.
LAG gonna spread the floor here on this defense. For this player forward will be Kismet kind of lurking over towards this mid cut on the backside of ticket towards B. And we're inch warming our way up if you're Shotzi. Finally now with a couple of shots over the top towards Linz. They're gonna try to push the issue. Linz in trouble, backs away. Gives himself a chance at this as he doesn't get affected by any stuns either. Rotating over his Lunars. Can he get an angle at this back door to try to hold off this play from OpTic though? Linz gets tagged, somehow slips right by the OpTic offense. And now he's got a chance again to try to reset this, but Shotzi with the Jackal, too good up close. Kismet can only find one trade and we'll go 3v2.
He just kept on backing down the players from LAG. Lens with so many repositions.
Wait, no,
simply
Dashy
trying
to
play
pinch
his
this?
life. Gets picked off, and then Kismet finds one, but instantly traded. Now the 3v2, make it a 2v2. Preg gets
What
a little
the
two with them on the backside of
Sorry?
B, but he's potentially trying to set up this rotation because Dashy has all the space.
Yeah, he can just hold this if he wants to. A look over to Priesta. Wants to make sure he's got the clean shots. And that will
Bomb,
work.
though.
But the problem is the bomb carrier again falls. It's just so separated from OpTic's offense. Lunars.
Oh, this round is disgusting.
Should know that he's got the time to play for the high ground. And yep.
You're literally setting up this pinch. What are we doing? You could also just plant.
Lunar's going to carry a 3 streak into round number 5. This will be the first time we're going to see LAG's offense.
Got a lot of
try to
mid
develop
aggression from
something
OpTic.
different than this
And again, like,
hit through mid. OpTic have adjusted their defense to try to put some.
I don't hate it
into
with
that play. If that
with
were to
Shotzi
come
and Pred.
through, It's Shotzi and Pred at mid ticket, but this does mean that there is a lack of defensive pressure over towards hedges, and Linz will actually throw a couple of shots at mid and move this OpTic defense around a touch more.
Yeah, but this is one of those rounds where we're just simply playing for a pick, trying to slow down the game, take a little bit of space away, and Kismet is able to strike first. So now we got to back on up, recover the bomb. No potential.
So I was reading a question. Issue with P-Dog this year? Consistency or just the team? I honestly thought Team Priest has been pretty good. This is just they're trying to find out a roster.
This is one of those rounds where we're just
Okay, throughout this map, a number of times, like, Pred has been the one. Like, we're just okay. So we're going into a mid default sort of. If you're OpTic, right? You're playing around Shotzi and Pred middle ticket. You've shown that a couple rounds in a row. Pred just tries to rotate, but they don't have info, right? I don't know if Kenny's top window. He might
Throw a
be.
couple of shots at mid and move
Doesn't look like. Might be up top. No.
Yeah, but
No, he's low. So yeah, maybe just trying to set up Shotzi. At this point, you're like there's 35 seconds off the round, and you have minimal info. You've seen some players at B. You put some shots in. You have nothing on outside. Like, this is just one of these. You can't do this alone in this game. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do this in this title. This is just not. It's just one of these plays that can't happen.
playing for a pick, trying to slow down the game, take a little bit of space away, and Kismet is able to strike first.
If you're gonna do this, I feel like you have to go with Kenny, or you have to go with Shotzi through these doors. If that's what they're looking for an info A play, you at least have to trade the numbers.
Now we got to back on up, recover the bomb. Potentially the rotation for OpTic Texas is going to be over towards the A side, but Lunars is able to spot one player, not going to commit on the gunfight. And now Kenny's lost.
There's just so many holes.
Shots.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't know he's there.
Okay. Shotzi still trying to reposition though, caught by Linz. And Dashy's now been seen at mid-map. Bomb collected by Priesta, should get to work on a free A plant. Dashy knows he's got to deal with at least this player a little bit deeper, but has lost track of Linz. And now has to try to play off the bomb. Able to at least re-secure information on where Linz is positioned, but
I think they turn it around or they beat another bad team. Well, I mean, they beat another bad team. That's a fact.
For that kill onto Linz, because he's basically going to be the safety net on this.
I mean, it's something that it's a start.
But with 30 seconds left.
But like just going through maps and
still throwing shoulders around the middle of the map.
There are still obvious mistakes. Like very simple like communication mistakes on what they want to do.
Or run out of time, one of the two, and
now OpTic back on the offense.
Yeah, it hasn't looked.
Approach, showing a little bit of presence.
Hacienda looks pretty solid.
Ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, those opening nades from LAG.
I think LAG made a ton of mistakes though on Hasi.
Really any information on where any of these defenders could be at mid. Good clearance though from Pred, swiftly getting back over towards where the LAG trophy is positioned. So he's gotten through that first line of defense, but LAG have backed up and played this more reserved.
Yeah, they're playing super safe now. Just making sure you have the player who's sitting top windows and Lunars watching across over
info.
stage. As long as no one puts himself in a position around that site, we do not have to budge on our setup. 40 seconds still to go. OpTic still taking a slow approach.
Yeah, and they really aren't putting any pressure on B at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, and Pred's now been seen. LAG should feel very.
You're playing off Dashy. Dashy's info.
Up top and the ability to try to watch a cut.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm gonna lose my mind. My mind has been like, all right.
Up with the player up top and the ability to.
Okay, so the play calls obviously we're shifting to B. Dashy has a ton of info. Shotzi gets a kill. You either fly with him or you bait the ladder drop down. Nothing else matters. This part of the map doesn't matter. You're not going A. We're going B. This literally does nothing. You say he kills this guy, it still, or gets to this spot, it still does nothing because we're going B. We're out.
Try to watch a cut. Lunars? Okay. Does get the read onto Pred. We go 3v3. The bomb's just going to make its way over onto the B site. And I don't even know if Lunars has information on this.
I mean, that's probably 3 rounds where he's just gotten like kind of soloed out.
Looks like he'll be getting his bomb down at B. You still have an opportunity to clutch up on the round. 3v3 on the retake. A nade in the back pocket here for Lunars. Then you got these down. Those are not going to be effective.
Yeah, and you don't have the ability of retaking this off the pinch. You just have no information on where Shotzi's gotten lost to, so you have to flood from the front, and that works perfect from Kismet. Oh, the response over to Shotzi, also beautiful.
Shotzi pick up the pinch. Is that what happens? Shotzi just turned right here, so he turns. They're worried about the pinch.
You don't have the ability of retaking this off the pinch. You just have no information on where Shotzi's gotten lost to, so you have to...
It's tough. Shotzi's looking at the flank. They have no flank info. Then your ARs get isolated, and then again, it's just solo gunfights. 2v1, 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 2v1. It's almost like that retake that OpTic had. But I think how different that looks if you're in this retake and you have Pred behind this desk. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen that spot. I don't know. They probably win. They probably win the round.
So streaks are becoming a part of the conversation now immediately as we jump in round number 7. Similar break off for LAG. This time it's not supported with the hit.
All right, yeah, Kenny and Shotzi working pinch. Trying to find info.
Kismet is going to be the vanguard of this play.
I mean, this should just be, hey, Pred, this is probably a B hit, right? He starts to back up. They have so much info middle of the map in A.
And it seems like off the minimap, OpTic are seeming like they want to push their way through Hedge and just bank on Pred just staying alive in this position. But LG have wrapped their way back over towards stage and left Kismet.
I don't know how you're watching. Listen, I don't know how you're watching this map and think that like some of these rounds are on Ken. I mean, again, he's 2 and 6, but there's been 3 rounds where they've had numbers.
And so now it's just down to Lunars 1v4. Bomb just in front of him, but yeah, there's just nowhere to go here. Clean shots on the...
So what happens here? Sorry, I blacked out. I was reading chat.
LG have wrapped their way back over towards stage and left Kismet in this powerful position.
I feel like this is like similar to that OpTic round where we're going B and we're getting caught. I mean, the car blows up. That's tough. But Linz dies middle of the map. But this is one of those plays like we're kind of waiting on Kiz here.
Like they want to put,
like we should just play like this is a wait for me, just wait for me, and instead he's sliding back. Are we trying to kill Shotzi here? He's fighting. Are we trying to kill Shotzi?
In this powerful position to potentially set up this pinch, but the nade, the shots, good enough for OpTic to find the initial 2 kills.
Yeah, and now Kismet has to make a play. That stun didn't hit him, but Pred still words English, able to find the elimination. To go here. Clean shots onto Dashy. Follow-up is decent onto Pred. And the designs at the moment for OpTic have been a little less than convincing. They've really,
I think both of these teams have very similar issues when you're trying to watch it in Surge so far.
Over the middle of the map. Kismet, RCXD, going to be the trusted defender on towards B bleachers. But I will say again, LAG, considering that they're trusting the RC on the other side of the map, they're giving away a lot of space here, and Shotzi may be able to thread the needle.
Shotzi already puts himself in a great position.
Are you playing 4-on-4 retake?
Free. If you're Kismet, you got to get out of that RC. Now you got to attempt here a 4v4 retake, and this is one of those sites that are very difficult to do that.
I'm so confused about what the game plan here was for LAG's defense. Now we're getting caught in mid-map. Shots in trouble. Good isolation as Priesta follows up, stuns, shots through the wall, able to land on.
Has this been a kill?
What the
get a kill here
was for LAG's defense.
Yeah, probably just some rough shots. Yeah, the spot from Ken, I don't like either. I don't like this spot at all. I mean, I don't see it often, and I assume I don't see it often because it's not very good. That's totally what I'm talking about. It's not a good spot.
And Dashy will have to start making his move forward here.
This is what I'm talking about. But even then, if Ken gets one, they're still in a 2 versus 3. Like, what is he supposed to do there? I agree. He should probably be staged. But he's playing up with Shotzi. And Shotzi just lost the gunfight. So then he's left in a 2-on-1. 3-on-1.
Post plant towards arches with Shotzi.
Okay, more mid-map aggression.
Neither here nor there. 5-3 the tally. Shotzi, good first.
Don't hate it.
Almost able to turn that into a second, but denied. Pred looking for the rotation through ticket.
Switching it up.
Did it perfectly, but Linz goes prone, gets a little bit of regen. He'll stay alive, and now Dashy's in a little bit of trouble.
And we're pretty much in a reset. 3 versus 3.
This is a lot of information gained though on the side of LAG though. You already spot 2 players shooting through that mid ticket, so we can take a little bit of space here at A. Bomb rotating its way on the proper side.
All right, Ken's giving you info. This is probably an A hit.
On this deep pinch, but
all right, you have to wait for Ken.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to wait for Ken here. This is what I mean. I don't know.
He's got nowhere to go. This is going to be a 1v3 for Kenny.
We're not on it. Like,
and I love this from LAG. Just gonna
guys, it's okay if the bomb goes down. This is all the info in the world. This is just two different play calls. If Ken's here with you, it makes total sense. This makes total sense to go. But Ken's not here. Like the comm I assume from Ken is, yo, wait for me or I'm flanking. But we're going.
But you gotta hurry up.
What are we going for?
Yeah.
We're down in numbers again. 4 for splits for Shotzi.
On the other front, though, there's also like some question marks to LAG. Focusing through ticket.
That was just I mean, Lunars has 13. Wow. It's a great map for him. That was just an ugly search from both teams.
OpTic, Texas, LAG currently tied at 1, and you saw that stat before hopping in. OpTic are currently on a 9-game losing streak in Control. They're going to be against LAG on their best Control map, so this is going to be tough.
Yeah, LAG, and I know Nameless brought this up in the pre-show, but their control has actually been really solid. A couple of their losses have been a little bit on the worst side since the split has changed, the roster has changed, but for the most part, they have been pretty decent when it comes to control overall. Kenny able to pop up for 3 in the feed.
Well, I mean, that's about as good a start as you're going to get.
A little bit electric, and LAG are now kind of stuck in the same blender that it feels like everyone's getting stuck in with this aggressive spawn trap.
Oh, yeah, this is good for OpTic. Happy as hell that they decided to get rid of Vault. It's been Vault all throughout this entire stage. And
I think Haci's a map that just kind of makes sense for OpTic.
Hacienda into the mix. You need your SMGs to just get lost in their base, and they're already having a phenomenal.
Kind of reminds me of like an MW3 map. Shotzi can just get lost. A lot of isolated gunfights. It's not some of these smaller maps where they've really been struggling to fight together.
Their way through P4 as a way to maybe put some pressure on A, but Pred cuts that off, and now Kenny is in position to watch over the top of really both zones if he chooses to. Lunars has to make a play. He's found himself over towards Patio, number 5 in purple. He's going to have to decide, though, how do I want to go about this? He can't find any OpTic members. His teammates are about to be spawn trapped again, and he also is dealt with by Pred over towards Patio. This is going to be a very convincing OpTic defense.
Oh, yeah, only 10 seconds left. LAG, last hoorah attempt over towards the speed point.
That's just a break off.
Connector. Priest has been able to slip by, but he should instantly get taken care of. OpTic Texas ready and rolling in this round number 1 on defense. Do not allow a single segment to go away.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if I'm playing OpTic, I'm probably vetoing Haci.
No worries on this offense because there's no segments that they need to try to make up for. Let's just get a couple all on our end, but it's not going to be easy because LAG love themselves defense on this map.
Yeah. See how things unfold. Shotzi trying to find some openings through fireplace. Not going to happen. Dashy follows up, though, at least with trades, but he's the last one standing now and has to try to keep his life. Lunar seen over towards open hallway.
Hello.
Just kind of flops himself onto the ground.
Nice shots. Sits your teammates out.
And now OpTic just need to find
Priest is lurking
off their spawn if they can. It'll be a really quick rotation over to either of these two zones, but Priesta has stayed alive and will really hold back this OpTic offense.
Yeah, and that's another 3 dead Dashy. Farthest player.
Fred is like, all right, I guess I'll come back and help. He kind of doesn't really know what he wants to do right now. Fred's just looking for one.
Is currently being covered. You had the overextension.
Fred gets one.
Allow this one player to slip on by. It's a perfect positioning there from Shotzi. At least a 3 dead and OpTic already out of their base.
Yep. All right. See if they can find a way to.
I wonder if what can LAG do differently? It's always tough when there's one guy left. You see 5. Lunars is looking for Pred.
Let's get taken care of. So now
Priest is up. Kismet's up. I mean, Lunars is just kind of chilling, just waiting. I don't think he needs to be looking out here. Maybe he's worried that he's in a pinch from like down low. I wonder if Lunars can just like sit top hall or like balcony or something. Try to find Pred here.
Base is currently being covered.
But Kiz just gets awful timing. Just gets.
You have the overextension. Or it's
just loses that, and Pred gets one.
It's a perfect
and they look at Priesta.
At least a 3 dead and OpTic already out of their base.
Yep.
I somehow have to find Pred.
Find a way to stay on towards this B zone. So far, so good. They're even going to get Shotzi in towards 10 as a way to hopefully spread out this defense just a touch. But Kismet, big win around the back. Follow up also going to come through as there will be a little bit of clearance over towards the 10 side of the map. Lunar still waiting. Stun going to come through. Pred able to follow up. That should get them back on the B zone here.
Yeah, we need to get on the point. Like we had a bunch of people go down. We're just allowing only one player to sit on it, but Dashy makes up for it with 3 in the feed.
I think what Jay's saying here is once Pred gets this kill, he should just jump on the point because you already have somebody here, right? Dashy's off spawn, floating in. Just put 2 players on this, like worst case. I mean, it ends up working out.
The B zone here.
Yeah, we need to get on the point.
Like Ken can watch the back.
We had a bunch of kills go down. We're just allowing only one
But
player
Dashy
to
gets
sit
3.
on it, but Dashy makes up for it with 3 in the feed. First segment already locked. Now Dashy can start to play some spawn kills. I texted my guy Brandon this morning. I said, today's your day, kid. Today's the day that we see one go through the hoop, and he is having a phenomenal start to this control.
Yeah, I'll say. Fred right behind the play, following up, should be good for at least 1, and no, he'll do better. He'll find 2. So minute 12 on the clock, 16 playing 13. Pred can continue to just be a nuisance. Topside office. Follow up from Kismet trying to get there. That's the pistol win, but the shutdown still comes through. And OpTic actually still playing for kills, not trying to get on the zone as of yet.
Oh, yeah, because they were just relying on what Pred can get done. Thankfully, he was able to stall out a lot of time. LAG put a lot of focus on eliminating him from top office, and that allows OpTic Texas now to already be out of their spawn. Unfortunately, you got to win a couple trades. The farthest player pushed up now is going to be Pred. He's going to put himself in position again to play for spawners. Finds that kill onto Priesta. He's just opening up a lane for his teammates to get out.
Yep.
Somebody should be on the point. Yeah, it's Ken.
12v7, down to 44 seconds on the clock. First ticket, A locked. And Pred's going to be right behind the play, but still losing a couple of members. Key win from Shotzzy keeps the offense coming out of spawn pretty swiftly in a 9v5, 35 seconds. And, ooh, Shotzzy's being chased, but I don't think he realizes, and actually LAG have kind of lost track with him a little bit.
And there's no more respawns, not for LAG, so this one has to be perfect. You're banking on now Kismet, who's the farthest player pushed on out, the only player working on the pinch with 20 seconds to go. If he can find a couple, he's giving up that position, so the second segment might be locked. Kismet eventually strikes, and he's still going to be in the play. That's 3 dead.
Yeah. Oh, now all 4 are down. 5v3 situation, second tick. Close, but not gone yet. Priesta shutting down the P2 side of the map. Also worried about, again, the clock becoming maybe the biggest opponent here for OpTic. Shut down for Kismet on 4 in a row. Now trying to track back over towards the zone. Again, this has not been depleted, so a second tick of progress will be locked. 3v1 situation. Kismet last alive. Checks the wrong corner. Still wins the first battle, but the double slide comes through. And OpTic will take the...
So how are we not on the point?
7, down to 44 seconds on the clock. First ticket, A lock.
Was it before this? I think right after this kill, Price should just turn around, right? Kenny's top hall. I feel like I'd rather have an AR up top. Or you double put 2 on this. Instead, it kind of gets weird because of this.
He's just opening up a lane for
Watch. Ken's like, okay, I'll jump.
teammates to get out.
Yep.
As we're still clearing this, he's going to jump down. Because I think if he stays up, he probably kills Lunars.
12v7,
and now
down to 44 seconds on the clock.
Dashy dies to Lunars.
First ticket, A.
Linz gets another kill. So now your 2 subs are just kind of all over the place. But again, you have a life advantage, so it's not the biggest deal. But these are the type of situations where if you let one of the better teams back into this round, there's problems if you're OpTic. It's just very isolated.
And, ooh, Shotzi's being chased, but
and this may be the one map where that's okay. But I think you're seeing why the other maps, there's still struggles. But this is a map where, yeah, Shotzzy can do this and run up a staircase or run down a staircase.
20 seconds to go. If he
Get
can
lost.
Find a couple. Giving up that position, so the second segment might be locked. Kismet eventually strike.
Again, like Ken's like, okay, I guess I'll get on the point to pause the clock. Dies, gets pinched. They still win the round, but it's not clean.
And you'll love to see this from the respawn of OpTic Texas. Everyone helping each other. A couple of moments that feel like they're about to go awry, but someone comes up big. Opening here as well, looking good for the breakoff. 2 will drop for LAG. Kismet behind the play, but loses all of his teammates. So yes, he finds 2, but that really just kind of stops OpTic from putting on the spawn trap.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, you'll go 3 for 2 every single time, go 4 for 2, and now force all of LAG to work this overextension. 30 seconds have already been gone. You take care of Kenny, who was pushed out in towards their lobby, so that's first wave down. But you got to get some top hallway control, and Dashy and the boys are just not allowing it to be easy.
Yep.
Hello.
Big win there from Priesta. Problem is, like you mentioned, these OpTic players inside the LAG spawn are going to have us playing like a frequency control right now. Just who can.
We're just all over the place. Both of these teams.
Lynn's on the zone. Surprise for him.
All right, Dashy's still alive. He got the kill.
That 1 tick of progress at B. Kismet trying to quickly come back over to at least try to save some of this, and will find the clean shots to allow a chance to pause the clock.
Yeah, now you're just hoping that your teammates can get past Shotzzy because he's just been into your spawn. You're able to take care of him with no one dropping. Time being paused at 28 seconds. Now you have a double stack at B. First segment should be locked. You just got to be prepared for this pinch because OpTic are trying to set it up.
Well, here we go. Kenny able to find the opener. Challenges around from the back as Kenny will get another. Lunar still hanging.
There's a good
from this,
4-on-4.
almost able to find the
There's a
lineup.
good
Not
4-on-4.
going to happen. OpTic will clear the zone. And now we're on the last chance, the last legs here.
Read the spawn. That's a good play. Pred gets pushed up. Two-man game with Kenny.
It's just not going to happen.
Much better.
Over with. Shotzi finds the initial 2 clutch gunfights there. Pred strikes for the 3rd. Only 10 seconds left. Farthest player pushed up is going to be Lunar. You need him to pop a 4-piece, and unfortunately,
this was probably their best little,
so OpTic Texas do a little bit better this time. They add another map
best little section there of Control. Again, this is just because both teams aren't on the same page, aren't playing the most cohesive COD, and it is a larger map, so there's more isolated gunfights. That was probably the best little section. All right, Shotzi goes top mid. Just loses.
But all ready to start this one off.
I feel like Dashy should just play his zip, right? You don't know where Kiz is yet. Like, Pred's there. I guess Pred could trade this.
They're starting off that P1 time. You're gonna have Kismet trying to find some
Oh,
success.
Kiz just jumped out.
He opens up with the kill, and that
Yeah.
leads to 3 dead. LAG with the early break.
I feel like you just gotta play your own zip.
There from Lunars. Getting the read on shots.
Oh, nice little shots there. Okay.
Yeah, that'll keep the play alive here for OpTic as they come off spawn. Shotzi immediately in for the Cadets. Pred following up. He's now on 3 in a row. Nades being cooked. Shotzi, that's really well placed, but unfortunately, Dashy's nade doesn't quite get over the hard point. And we'll take Shotzi out of commission as we look over towards the P2 side of the map. Kenny is the only one really in position to try to get some early influence over P2, but as he drops, now it's down to Pred from topside windows.
Pred's just going to hold it down with the AR. He still knows that there's a couple players around that mid-map area. Let me just try to mow them down, and he finds himself on 6 in a row. Double headshot to clean up the mid-map pressure. Now your teammates can apply the
Are you reading this?
pressure through the low side of
It's a good read by Pred right here.
Shotzi's only able to get 1. LAG trying to stay alive, effective on the trades, but OpTic are doing a great job of just keeping this one scattered, being laid off the roto.
Yeah, they did get 1 player in Dash.
Yeah, they're playing for like left side spawns more in the hill. Now you get Pred here.
Pred 8, make it 9 in a row.
He's roaring, dude.
First life or second life, I should say, for
Do kangaroos roar?
He's also well placed up top on ladder off the
Oh my
reload.
god.
Oh man. Finds Lunars. 10-1 start. Give me 11. Woo! How about Pred? Hellstorm earned, and an opportunity for OpTic to take this from initial, pretty scrap over to P3 initial.
And you hear how energetic we are in this situation. Imagine the Green Wall fans are saying, finally, this guy has given us what we thought he should.
All right, as good as that spree was, we didn't get a ton of time, and they lost rotation. I'll bring you back down to earth a little bit.
11-2 start. Hellstorm already earned. You get a little
So
bit of time
Shotzi's
there at P2.
hoping to
You
make
lose
a play in the
rotation
hill.
over towards new. But every time LAG rotate early, you always find a break. So let's do it again.
It does.
Nice opening.
This
for
allows his
Shotzi.
teammates to get there. Yeah, nice play. Nice patience there from Shotzi.
Right back into the mix. 13-2. Already got another double. Reads over towards the backside at lockers are good. Now to the front. Dude. Oh, mercy me. And you can take a look at the player cam. Pred's got some words to say as OpTic will be in 30 seconds till the fight.
He's doing it all right now. Just catching all of his timings, winning all of his one-on-ones, finding pinches, kills as well. OpTic can currently do no wrong with Pred leading the way. As they were able to flip these spawns now, potentially
That's a
walk away with
race.
this final 20, but instantly thinking about that rotation over
That's
towards
a good
new.
read by Priesta.
LAG, thankfully, you're able to watch your back. You're finding an insta kill, but Kenny's here.
Yeah, he's got the SMG out. Good damage coming out. Forces the team.
Remember what we kind of talked about in the last video? Like,
the last LAG.
every team is thinking, yo, be ready for a Shotzi pinch, right? Like, every team is thinking that. And then, like, these are the moments, I think this is just too telegraphed, where I think he should just go with his team here. Like, flood low. It's just too telegraphed at times. Like, yo, be ready for the zip pinch. Be ready for the zip pinch. Be ready for the zip pinch. And Priest is like, all right, yeah, I got it. Like, now you have 2 players in a 2-on-3 here, where you should potentially have a 3-on-3. Kenny's in a much better position. Shotzi would be here. I mean, I don't know how this is going to play out, but it's just one of those things in my mind. Just feel like there's certain moments, it's just too telegraphed. And every team knows it. Every team knows it. So now instead of you having P4 rotation, Lunars wins it because they have numbers. Like, what does that pinch actually do? It just does, like, I guess if no one watches it, but like, worst case scenario, you're 3 behind computers and they're all zip. They're all zip line.
Forces a team kill from
Good luck.
Who will be the last LAG member alive over towards P4. But Kismet shuts down the play onto Spiral. Nice little bait
Okay, and this is what we talked about. Our optic have to wait for each other.
We
have to wait for each other.
With the trophy system down at B-Fire.
Yeah, this is where they need to make up a lot of that time. They let go in the first 3 hard points.
Okay, Kenny gets the first.
He's holding down Spiral, but gotta make sure all
There we
your
go.
bases are covered. Pred and Dashy right through the big door, able to contest this a little.
Still going to be a little messy. I don't think Ken should have went yet either.
Gets a little bit too impatient.
I don't think Ken should have went there yet either. He gets the first.
First 3 hard points.
Did he like go back top middle and drop big door there? Because like Ken's thinking, oh, I got one. It's time to go, right? But the problem is you still are very like your closest teammate is Spiral.
Initial kill goes in favor of Kismet. He's holding down Spiral, but gotta make sure all your bases are covered. Pred and Dashy right through the big door, able to contest this a little bit. Not Pred from Spiral, trying to slide on in, gets a little bit too
You're just
impatient
so
there.
staggered.
Your teammates are not into play, so you still give LG a chance to hold.
Priesthood just holding on the backside of PCs. That's going to work out nicely as Kismet continues just to run rampant with Lins.
Very staggered.
So fun, and here we go again. Priesthood still same spot, same result. Good for 2 in a row. Now it's a follow-up as Shotzi. Whoa, thought he was weak. Not the case. Kismet trying to.
What was the
save
score
hard
before
play.
this? Before 64-30, and they tied up here. Maybe take the lead. I think they did a really good job at P3, like at least after losing rotation. But I think they could have changed it together. But just some good reads by LAG.
50 seconds here for LAG.
Yeah, it's fantastic to play right there from the Guerrillas. A trade every single time. OpTic are even getting close to potentially breaking that money hill. Now you find yourself up by 10. We need to be cleaner though on finding kills on this guy. Like no one is able to trade Pred. Every single time we hop on his POV, he is on multi-kill after multi-kill. Papa Hacks has to be feeling good.
Yeah, a little heat check there from Pred, playing off of that pinch. Not fully able to come through Kenny over the top, not quite able to center up on towards Lunars. So LAG, considering the electricity out of Pred, are only down a couple of points here. Yeah. And that's not good news, I think, if you're the Green Wall fan, because you're still really banking on the hero ball to come through if Pred continues to fry like this.
And they found another 3 in the feed, so that's clean 4 dead. You can soak up this remaining time here at P1. Kind of trapped in towards the
That's a tough read. Lynn's gonna get a kill. Yeah.
To at least contest that old time. He's gonna have a free pinch. He's just hoping that his teammates can hold their positioning, and they find all the kills in the feed. Dashley, last player alive. He's taking care of it.
I mean, are you meant to read this? Yes, if you don't have a player window, does window block top ammo? Maybe you have to know it's an option here. I mean, yes, Ken and Dashy are trying to get positions for P2, but isn't a good position for P2 top ammo? I feel like it is, right? Why did we jump out here?
Another 3 in the feeds.
Maybe they are trying to flip them.
Clean 4.
I mean, Dashy jumps out here, so are they trying to flip them? But either way, so Lindsay's going to spawn up, get a freebie, and that's going to break. I mean, I just think, I wonder if top ammo blocks this. Like, that's kind of my question. That's really all I need to know. Like, if top ammo blocks this, then I feel like you just sit there. There's still 15 seconds left. And you want this side of the map anyways, right?
Towards the backside of Grandma's, but Linz is going to be blessed with a spawn to at least contest that old time. He's going to have a free pinch. He's just hoping that his teammates can hold their positioning, and they find all the kills in the feed. Dashley, last player alive. He's taking care of an LAG. We're in a rotation to new.
Yeah, Priesthood for 2 there is a miracle. Pred, though, good timing. Gets around the backside at tower.
Yeah, at least Pred got through.
Best sim from top side.
Lynn's pinches off P1.
Shotzi working on a route to flip the spawns around. Kills from the front are also decent. Gun up though for Kismet. Shuts down the pinch. Now it's just OpTic trying to break from the front.
And they're investing the Hellstorm here. Trophies are going to be effective. He's taking care of an LAG.
I feel like you have to know he could pinch off this.
We're in a rotation to new.
No?
Yeah, Priesthood.
They just think he's going to go top middle? You know he's on P1. Nobody looked P1. Just that you wanted to flip for P2 here? I mean, I feel like most teams want top middle control for P2. I feel like that's the way to do it, is you control from the left side of the map. And then you also have P3 rotation. Because when you're spawning over here, you have like 2 options. You have to like run through this little corridor, which isn't easy. Try to challenge top middle, which isn't easy. And you can like chow out. Like, it is a closer spawn from this hill, but I think the teams would much rather like split this and have P3 spawn than closer spawns on the right. But I think they should read this Lens play. Someone should be watching this Lens play. Pred's able to get through. That's good. Giz isn't watching the stairs. Oh, like, Linz was just on P1. I feel like
Miracle.
someone's got to
Pred, though, good timing. Gets around the backside at tower.
imagine it's an
Read up
option.
top is decent, but Looters bests him from topside ladder. So LAG in for now. Shotzzy working on a route to flip the spawns around. Kills from the front are also decent.
Shotzzy tries to pinch.
Shuts down the pinch. Now it's just OpTic trying to
Hellstorm.
He also takes down a teammate.
He's got 1 for 1. Kismet's trying to flank through.
Have the better spawns. They're instantly able to spawn their way back.
Nice shots, holy.
Put themselves in a position to soak up again at the speed 2.
Kismet's trying to flip.
Yep. He's going to have Lynn spawn on his right hip. Oh no, this is a dangerous moment here for OpTic. 92
Oh, they actually get out of this.
Pred's still frying. Holy cow,
Don't get
26 and
splits.
12.
Do they think they get splits here because where Shotzzy spawns? Maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah. Shotzzy, they both kind of turn. Shotzzy spawns a little odd here. Shotzzy spawns like next to the hill. So I think maybe they're thinking, like, my assumption is if he spawns here, like maybe somebody spawned back here. But 14 seconds left.
26 and 12. They're going to get the scrap time here, but LAG will run rotation to new.
Team shot. Shotzi's looking for it. Same with Dashy.
This guy doing what he's doing.
And now we flip them.
By 100. Like, Pred is just doing it all right now. Second most in hill time, obviously.
Nice win by Ken.
You
fly off of that. Try to block the spawns as well. That was a good play. It just comes down. They still have spawns, actually. All right, that was a really good OpTic play. It starts with Ken there. You have just spawns now. Now it comes to Chaos to P3. 6, though, is going on a long route. That's a nice long route there. Yeah, you're not going to know that. That is a good play by Priest, though. Where does he go? So as soon as Kiz...
And now you're banking on Kismet to just play his life towards the back, but he's in.
Might be on Pred to just look at Zip. Should Pred look Zip here? I feel like he should go Zip here, right? Because worst case, say these guys die. Does he just like flank top and trade that? It's a tough one. You just want to flood, I guess. They're thinking they're flooding.
Now OpTic find an easy break.
But it hurts them because Priest just goes to spawn. This is a heads up play by Priest, though. Watch 6. He's blocking, and he gets 2. Yeah, I think Pred's got to play. He's got to play Zip there.
At the same time, but instead it's a quick re-break from the front, and now LAG are looking favorable for this back 20.
Yeah, they just put all their reinforcements over through sidewalk and the middle door. No one watching the Zip side through the overextension of that boat, and that allows Priest to block those.
Be a refs issue? I mean, I would hope by now you know what you're doing in that scenario.
In towards the bottom side of P4, OpTic find the initial couple.
It could be I'm on a heater. I'm just running forward.
You need to clutch up on these fights.
Oh, about a tie game through the end of this most recent hardpoint and a 50-50 battle over the top.
Okay, so end of the hill.
All the way across.
Kill Lunars.
Now it's all about the chase. In towards the bottom side of
Fred's
P4.
here.
OpTic find the initial couple of kills. You're going to turn this into a 2v2.
Spawn Lunars at old.
Oh, about a tie game through the end of this most
Linz goes old with Lunars.
over the top of P4.
So 4 versus 3. They're going to get doubled through Spiral.
Need a backside, need a backside. Close right done.
That's a big pick by Ken.
Kenny's weak on the boat. He's staying alive. I hear you. Just go to time, Chris. Go to time, bro. He pitched me lost maps. He's gonna be two maps. There's 2 maps.
Nice little break there. It starts with Ken, though. That's a huge pick. So they get broken. Ken's the last one on that left side, and he fries somebody. I don't know who gets smoked here. Kiz just gets smoked there. As soon as that happens, then he reads this. Like, he knows this. So as soon as 4 spawns, Dashy, like, Ken turns here. Pred's gonna go top middle and try to flank Spiral, but I think he actually plays for number 6. And then they just use numbers. And then Dashy fries somebody here, too. Like, this is a sub. So the AR is going to bail him out. He's just some gunfight wins right there.
Take time. Let's go big door. That guy's just final. You can lay down the maps if you want. Like deep cliff. Okay. I'm sim deep cliff. I'm laying down. I'm on side again. I hear you. I'm one shot. He's on the heady. On the heady. Heady. 2 down. 3v2. Out of the box. Yo, he's boat. Alright, maps in big door. Ironing map. Alright. Focus your big door. That's what you gotta worry about. Two maps. Okay. One on time, one map. I got stun new. Pushing the zip. Grandma's dead. Top. I hear you. Could've went top already. Nice. I was him good. Where's Dex? Okay, I'm trying to help you new. I don't see him new. It's make on Brandon.
Hold in.
Big door. He's gonna try to go P2, bro.
I hear you. I think this guy's gonna be going Brandon, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking at
He's gonna be P2. He's gonna
I
flank
hear you. Already flank long.
Yep, Dashy.
He's not down. He's just staying long.
One shot. Brandon, one shot.
We're good.
He knows I'm here. He's still long.
Bottom grandma's.
I mean, Dashy's playing his last couple lives extremely well. He bails them out a bit at P4.
Make on Brandon.
Hold in. One shot. Big door. He's gonna try to go P2, bro.
And he flanks.
This guy's going Brandon, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking at
He's gonna be P2. He's gonna
I
flank.
hear you. Already flank long.
Yep.
It's one.
He's just staying long.
Guns Ckyz. Plays his life.
I'm here. He's still long.
Bottom grandma's.
Kills Lunars.
Forever, bro. Wow. Bottom grandma's Brandon. Yep. Touch us, Spawn dead. Nice. Get up. Yo, bottom grandma's Brandon. We're spawning our tower.
I'm bottom grandma's.
I hear you.
He's top grandma's. I'm behind time.
Okay. I need a time.
Where was Shotzi going? Where is he going? So Dashy gets 3. He dies.
He knows I'm here. He's still long.
Bottom grandma's.
He spawns next to Dashy. My assumption is he's probably trying to take a route here. He just spawned there. I mean, I guess what's his play as a sub? You're probably either trying to go zip or you're trying to go top middle. He just gets caught. He just spawned up. He just spawned.
Bottom grandma's Brandon. We're spawning our tower.
I'm bottom grandma's.
I hear you.
He's top grandma's. I'm behind time.
Okay. I need a time.
Time. AG dead.
Nice. Get up. Top grandma's still Brandon.
Ammo. One shot. Nice.
Nice job. I ain't got time. Don't worry about it.
One shot. Shotzi.
I hear you.
from heaven. I can help you out spawn.
I hear you. I hear you on that. Nice. Good on. Nice. Team kill. Last guy. That's last guy.
Okay.
Where's he at, boat?
I'm trying to block him. Make sure we're blocking him.
Yeah, he's gonna
I'll get your dubs.
Alright, one's all heli.
Pinch. You just didn't find him. Nice shots.
An inner side point. He's on the grid box.
OpTic fight olds. This allows Lins to get up.
I'm gonna play
Nice patience. I don't know. Shotzi hit some crazy shots right there. What the hell?
Here, Jay, but once again, we rotate over to a pivotal hard point. LAG in control, and they were making a
Man, what is this setup, man? What is this? I mean, what is Ckyz supposed to do here? I mean, I guess in this particular setup, Lins cannot die, right? If Looters and Priesta, one's got house, one has like top middle, I guess, into the cross, but I assume he's just going to get bombarded, right? I mean, dude, what are you supposed to do in that scenario if you're Ckyz?
Most likely someone from the Guerrillas who was Semtex right on the top side of those gun steps. That forced Ashley to take down him and Kenny, but
Did they just like spawn up there, or did they push into that? I mean, we've been here, huh? Well,
nice. All right, you're on new time or no?
I've been here a few seconds now. Okay, so we've been here.
Real?
You probably want someone to go inside of grandma's, right? And then you can cut off top middle. But I guess Lins also just can't die. He's got to buy as much time as possible. Someone's got to help out Ckyz, though, some way. I mean, Ckyz is literally in the Sahara Desert right now. Like, this guy, as soon as Lins dies, dude, like, watch this.
Here, Jay, but once again, we rotate over to a pivotal hard point. LAG in control, and they were making a mess of the OpTic setup.
I mean, they should have been either at the hill or inside of grandma's. Because as soon as 8 dies, someone should be at the hill, I think, with him. Yeah.
Around P1 at the same time.
I'm not sure. Well, it's just not a good. I think they're worried. They're worried someone's gonna push through grandma's and like flank, right, or go through tower. I feel like you just have to live with it at that point.
There's a team name there for Dashy, but most likely someone from the Guerrillas who was Semtex right on the top side of those gun steps. That forced Dashy to take down him and Kenny, but it was a great break from OpTic Texas at that P4 HP. You even heard it in the listening for the Guerrillas. Kid's been telling Priesta, you got to hit the hill. It's just Priesta was the second guy off the respawn, and at that point, there's only one person in the hardpoint because he doesn't fill the right gap. So you give OpTic an opportunity to keep themselves in this game.
Don't overshow.
Running away with it with a perfect hold here at P2.
And you let Pred just get free and let him just do what he's been doing all game long. It's a little bit of extra time. Break on the way, though, for the scrap.
Priesta just hit some shots here, or what? Guess he's watching across in the tower, and then Lunars flies out.
A little bit of extra time. Break on the way though for the scrap time for LAG, looking decent. And ooh, look at the spawn.
Spawn flip.
They're gonna move around. Dashy, the last one left, has to try to play recovery. Gets the first into lockers. Predictions decent here on the Lins.
Why do they flip here? Is it just because 5 spawns out?
Long, it's a little bit of extra time.
Why does 5 spawn out?
For the scrap time for LAG, looking decent.
That's because Kenny spawns there. Okay.
Ooh, look at the spawn.
Oh, 7 was there. It's hard to see 7. 7's further up than you can see. That's why I didn't see Ckyz was still alive. Hard to tell. He is underground. Okay.
The last one left has to try to play recovery. Gets the first into lockers. Predictions decent here on the Lins.
It's good life.
Who just backs away. Wants to make sure the spawns stay safe for LAG, and that's allowed now OpTic to flood in from the front.
What? No one traded this?
Blockers predictions decent.
Is he trying to play safe here for spawns and thinks Case is gonna
On to Linz,
trade this?
who just backs away. Wants to make
I guess he's playing this initial one. I mean, he's just playing safe for spawns, right? He kind of has to block back there.
sure the spawn will stay safe for LAG, and that's allowed now OpTic to
Oh, and then he goes front and gives them bad spawn. Okay.
flood in from the front.
The spawns are safe if you find that trade if you're Linz. It's just the fact that you allowed Dashy to stay alive. Now he's making you pay for it.
Shouldn't Case spawn on 5 though?
Here on to Linz, who just backs away. Wants to make sure the spawn stay safe for LAG, and that's allowed.
The problem is, as soon as he pushes up just a little bit, but I think hill wise, like, the game's probably reading it. Like sometimes the game, it's just odd. I think you're correct. Like in my mind, he's playing safe, but they're overloaded on this side of the map. OpTic is. So it's saying there's 4 here, pretty much. And maybe if 8 is further back, it may. But the game is pretty much saying that like they have the numbers, so spawn's blocked.
OpTic to flood in from the front.
Now it's like you have hill control, you have numbers. Yeah, you both spawn out. Like in now worst case scenario, Ken could be like blocking this, like by looking back there as well. But worst case scenario now, if you're Linz and you're playing this slow, is that you have like a 2-2 pinch. But I assume he's gonna go first here, and it's not gonna be good.
The spawns are safe if you find
Okay, well,
that
he gets
trade
the
if you're
first,
Linz. It's just the fact that you allowed
and
Dashy
then
to stay alive.
Lunars dies.
Now he's making you pay for
And now
it.
we're
OpTic
going.
already find a break into
Okay, we got
Hacienda
spawns
P3,
again.
They do not have the spawns. You should have not allowed them in this hard point the way that you did.
And
You
now
need to find a break. You need to find it quick.
That Priest gets 3 though. Oh my goodness, just Shotzi last one left in. They're
Quick. I'm not
my man is doing laps outside of the hill.
already find a break in towards the hill in P3 where they do not have
They go top. They trade top.
spawns. You should have not allowed them in this hard point the way that you did.
Now Linz is in, but Kenny or Shotzi gets a kill. Because Shotzi gets a kill on number 5, that gives Dashy spawns.
But now you need to find a
Linz
break.
is dead.
You need to
Now you don't have good spawns. Wow, that's a life.
that Priest gets 3 though. Oh my goodness, just Shotzi last one left in. There'll be enough time to at least allow Kismet to trade from the front, but still the spawn's good for OpTic.
And then
Now from the
Pred just
front
gets
door,
blessed with a
LAG.
top middle spawn.
That Priest gets 3 though. Oh my
I guess because it's 2 versus 2. They have hill control.
goodness, just Shotzi last one left in. There'll be enough time to at least allow Kismet to trade from the front, but still the spawn's good for OpTic. Now from the front door, LAG trying to work their way in, but Pred has bumped out this route. Or has he? Priesta, the quick elimination, but OpTic still comfortable and can still win the game here.
My
You can
shots.
still win it here. So if you're LG, you got to work your way through the front door.
Nice
There's
shots.
not much time to develop on any of these routes. You're trying to go over towards sidewalk, and Dashy is lining up every single headshot. That's a clean for it.
So whack on this game? I think for the most part they made sense in this game. We've had way worse. There's just certain hills where it gets odd. There's certain hills that gets odd, but for the most part, they're pretty consistent. I think the big problem with P3 is that a lot of it's line of sight, and there's like these staircases, and it's just tough because it's not as close to the hill as like some of your money hills are, if that makes sense. So like it just gets a little odd. Like this part of the map, yes, it's closer, but it's not that close. But for the most part, like I think each map has a hill where things get weird, and players know this. Like they do know it. But for the most part, this game's pretty consistent on spawns. There are definitely scenarios where it gets weird, like what we just kind of saw. But I mean, I think it's a better look from OpTic. I think there's still a lot of work to do. There were obvious mistakes. I think from the LAG side, this is not good. After the phase match, I thought they were looking a lot better. I don't know what really to take from that one now, but we'll see. Major week coming up.